And we're back.
And we're back.
Hello, everyone. I am Oliver Redboots. That is my good friend Swan Maulsmith. It is one of those days where we say we're live from the Yawning Portal here in Waterdeep. And, send us your questions to at S. Maulsmith or to at Oliver Redboots, or just send them here. Send your birds to the Yawning Portal, and Dernan will get them to us. At Rod and Flagon, of course. What is a dreary, shitty week.
Yeah, this is a bad week. I mean, I thought it was going to be good with the...
With the festival?
With the festival, right? That was fun.
Started off really promising.
Yeah.
Chasing rats through the
basement.
There's something about going through the old ceremonies, like the old cliches exist for a reason type thing, right? Like every now and then, it's fun to revisit. Like, did we have to bring in rats? Yes. Did we really need to go in there and shoo them out? Of course not. That's not any of the point. The point was just kind of going through the motions to remind yourselves of how far we've come.
Yeah. I mean, the customs are important, right?
Yeah, right. Traditions, those things need to still happen.
Absolutely.
And also, the drink and partying afterwards was fun.
No complaints, the sea shanties.
Yeah, gnomes, really, I didn't know they knew that many sea shanties.
I woke up the next morning still singing the ooh-ah-eh-oh,
I'm pretty sure we were much better at that hammered.
Oh, yeah.
For sure, right?
Sure.
Like, a lot. So that's outside of that.
And then the week just
took a nosedive, like a cliff, just bloom, right? Just bam, right to the bottom. So I guess we should tell everybody, our good friend, our former adventuring party, he was with us for many, 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 many years, right? We called him Paco because I couldn't remember what his actual name was.
Oh, yeah, it was super long, right?
He was an elf, so he had one of those 17, 17 names that all kind of means something, and he expected us to remember that.
No, we named him specifically Paco because it annoyed him.
Yeah, and, you're an adventuring party. You should take liberties with your compatriots.
Hey, look out! Super long name, it takes 15 seconds to pronounce.
Right. By the time we get through his name, the giant has already hit him with a club, and it's over, right? We move on.
You know what? Okay, Paco. You're Paco.
There it is. And it did start with a P and an A sound, right? And I think it was they all kind of ran together.
Yes.
I think that's where that came from. Also, it's much easier for our barbarian friends to say Paco than it is to say Colin Seattle of the third house of... Shut up. Say it. It's...
Yeah. Paco.
Yeah, you got it. Brevity is very important when, you're staring down the biggest creatures of your life. But, so we had to go to a funeral for our good friend Paco. So there it is. Right? They found him in the woods after, it must have been several weeks.
Yeah.
Ironically, he had one of my scrolls on him, and a little trinket of Gond that you gave to him. And that's how they were to bring him back to us. And of all the things for a woodland being to die from, nut allergy was not in my. Nope. It didn't even make the radar. Right? I didn't. There's no way he should have died from a nut allergy.
Absolutely not.
How old was he?
He was hundreds of. I don't know how somebody makes it to
250, 300. I don't even know how old he is.
Never had a peanut butter sandwich.
Never had an almond.
Nothing.
A date? Oh, that's not a nut. But you get the point, right? Yeah. You never had any of that in the woods all those years.
Right. If you're an elf, try all the foods.
Well, I guess that's a testament to their shitty food, right?
Yeah.
They don't make anything crunch. They don't like to have things that might make their just a little better. No, he died from.
This is sweet and salty. No way.
Nut allergy.
Nut allergy.
So there was just no bringing him back, too, right? He was just so bloated, and sometimes you just got to let nature run its course.
Really? Yeah. I mean, he looked like a baby hill giant when they found him. He was swollen and started as.
So no asking,
Paco,
right?
Paco deserved better.
Right. No asking Gone to bring him back at that point, right?
I mean, it's a big ask at that point.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, really, because he's an elf, right? You kind of want to get permission at that point from his
patron family and deities. Yeah. That's weird, man. I just never understand. And why are they putting him in a mausoleum? That seems really weird. He's spent all that time outdoors. I feel like he would want to compost himself. Why is that funny?
I thought you were going how did they get him in a mausoleum? But
no, but I'm serious. They're not just going to let him. They're not going to put him back out to nature. They're going to preserve him. So, or do you think that's some type of ritualistic thing that we just don't understand?
Maybe.
So the elves.
I don't know why the elves would have a mausoleum
in Waterdeep, especially. I feel like that would be out in Evermeet, where they seem to congregate when they get old.
Be some kind of elven funeral where they light a fire and burn his remains.
Did you even see any of the elves that not a single one came to his funeral, did they? Or were they there early and we just didn't see them?
come to think of it, I didn't see any of them, which is a little weird. I didn't know. Maybe it was estranged.
Super bummer.
Yeah.
Like, what a shitty way for a really super powerful ranger to die.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm going to take some risks finally.
Right.
And he's all by himself. Where the hell was his animal companion?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Did they ever find him?
No.
Like, what is the point of having a super cool flying
What would your animal
thing?
companion do at that point, though? I do have to wonder.
Well, I mean, like, it could have ran to us, like, hey, hey, bird, hey, Paco's trapped down a well, and, like, we could have followed the stupid eagle back to where Paco was and maybe got there in time.
I guess. Follow me, Paco's blowing up like a balloon.
Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't, I mean, I don't even know how, I can't cast.
Paco's face is red.
I can't speak with animals, can you?
No.
And how the hell are he's gonna find us in Waterdeep? That's a city, it's a gigantic metropolitan area. The more I think about it, the more it's impossible. And maybe that's why they can't find him, because he sent him for help, and they just, like,
Maybe. Maybe he's still traveling. Maybe he actually went back to, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just flying around.
Go back to the Elven lands and fetch help. It's 7 months later.
Screeching.
Yeah.
Right? Screeching out there in the woods for someone to help.
Right.
Wouldn't it be terrible if, like, he was attacked by another larger predator and, like, they both went out in the same week?
Oh.
This is a morbid shit, man. I thought we were trying to, like, give young adventurers advice and, like, tell stories of the road, and here we are telling how a stupid friend... He wasn't very bright, right?
Yeah, I mean, our advice here seems to be don't get old. Because that's where we're at. All of our friends are dying for stupid reasons.
Or if you're gonna try new f***ing foods, do it around other people.
Yeah.
You're 500 years old. You've never had a goddamn peanut. Maybe have one in a town first, you moron.
Right.
Oh, God. I just can't fathom. He was super powerful as a ranger.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen him single-handedly slay a fire giant without breaking his sweat.
Yeah.
And...
Amazing shot. You could hit 3 or 4, like, boom, 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 boom.
Skilled magic user as a ranger, too, like healing, all that shit, and all the things. He did the vine thing, right?
Yeah.
All that stuff. That nut took him out. What the hell?
You would think the vines could, like, reach in and get the peanut.
I bet you they could if you could speak to actually say the,
Yeah.
I believe that requires some type of vocal
Somebody
component.
cast anaphylaxis on him, and that was it.
So fucking ridiculous. Oh, God. I mean, like, that's not the dumbest thing we've ever seen one of our adventuring compatriots die from. But it's got to be up there, right? Especially for as powerful as Paco was. But like,
I mean, the odds are just, like, that's just bad luck. But yeah, you're right. It's avoidable, right? And so you're trying to be respectful of the dead, but at the same time, you're like, come on, man. A little bit, really?
Yeah.
Peanuts?
You know what we should do? We should sneak into the mausoleum one night.
Oh, this is going to go super.
And I know you can speak with dead. Don't try to pretend like you can't. I've seen you do it before.
Okay.
You just see if you can cast that spell on Paco.
Okay.
You bring him back for a few minutes, and we just roast the shit out of him for dying on a fucking nut. Nope. No, you don't like that?
I'm thinking.
I really think Gon would approve of this use of that.
Really?
Yes, of course I would.
Hey, Gon, I need to practice my tight 5 on a dead guy.
Well, wait till he hears the jokes, man. I got some rippings, I swear to you.
Okay.
We can really, like...
Listen, Gon, I need to channel your phenomenal cosmic power because I have to bring my dead friend back so I can let him know that he died a complete dip.
Yes, I fail to see how Gon would not approve of this immediately.
Oh, super.
He'd be like, creative ways to solve problems.
That's
Come on,
true.
man. It's like, we bring him back in the stupid, dark, dumb mausoleum when we know he'd want to be like, mushroom and compost food, right? And we just say, hey, Paco, also, you're in a city, which he hated cities.
Yeah, I did.
Inside a stone case that no one can ever find you again.
Do we think somebody actually already asked him?
There's no possible way.
Like, what are your burial preferences? Because
they couldn't have, because there's no way in hell that he would have picked that. In all the 9 hells, Parker would not have said, put me in a building inside a city. There's no way. True. I refuse. And maybe that's another reason we should go actually speak to him.
Well, I'm trying to think about how I'm going to pitch this to
Gon.
Trying
to crowbar that in.
Hey, Gon, I want to make sure that my friend can rest eternally.
But
he helps spread your message with me.
Talking to him.
Right. Since we're there.
Right. We'll roast him for the first
Boots has got
minutes.
some things he needs to work out.
You dummy. Oh, God. I loved you, buddy, but you deserved it. Remember how many times on the road did we try to get him to try spices?
Right? Yeah.
Nothing. Never. We did no paprika.
Right.
No salt, no pepper, none of that
for a while,
shit.
we were like tossing fennel seeds at his food just to see if he would eat one.
Yeah. Sneaking it into his porridge.
Right.
And with his sensitive elf nose, he could sniff it out and dump it out.
Right.
Or he would feed it to that stupid...
I think this porridge has gone bad.
Right.
No, dummy, that's cinnamon.
No, that's spices, you dip. That's pepper is what you smell. Oh, so hey, here's to our friend Paco.
It's a Paco.
All right. We probably should go talk to him.
At some point, he'll rest in peace.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, let's see. Who else have we known that have died terribly but completely avoidable and stupid?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. So when we were very, very new at this.
Yep.
I mean, like.
Oh, I know where you're going.
You know exactly where I'm going with this, right? Dungeon number 2.
You're absolutely right here.
Right. Dungeon number 2, I believe it was in. Oh man,
we were full of ourselves. We're experienced dungeoneers now.
Yeah, at this point we're on dungeon number 2, and we don't know shit, but we think we do.
Right.
It's a dungeon that was on the way up to Neverwinter. I remember because we had to pass by Crypt Garden Forest, and we went wide because that's what one does.
Yes, because we're not stupid.
No. And near that swamp.
Yep.
We go into the dungeon.
Yep.
It's trapped as all hell.
Yep.
Which, hey, not a problem. We had a rogue with us that time. We had me, you, and Thud, and Paco were all there. And then the new guy, if I remember correctly, he was just some type of fighter, right? It was like he was like a battle master. He had some cool shit that he could do. He was a dwarf, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We go into the dungeon. We're in the third room, right?
Right.
We go down the hallway, and he is killed by a gelatinous cube. Now, young adventurers,
right?
I need you to understand that a gelatinous cube does not move very fast. Not only does it not move very fast, that if you're doing everything right, you can see it coming. Unless it's like a weird, cool trap where it like falls down from the skies on you, right? Or like it's a pit trap where you fall into it.
Right. And but in that case, gravity killed you.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you're not killed by the stupid cube. You're killed as a function of gravity, smooshing you in this cube.
Yeah.
He just walked into it like a toll.
Yeah.
Like, and we couldn't.
We were like, hey, look, what?
By the
time
just die? We had figured it out, it was too late.
Right.
I was so flabbergasted. I just expected him to, like, not do that. And I remember saying, well, actually, it wasn't me. Let's just be honest. It was clearly you. You were like, hey, you did all that.
Don't do the, hey, look up. What?
Right. And immediately his torch goes out.
Right.
And I don't know, people might not know this, that if a gelatinous cube kills you, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
Like nothing is happening. And we tried to get him out of there, but, like, it's just not a thing you can do very easily.
Right.
And that dungeon was full of that.
Yes, it was.
That black oozy pudding stuff. They call it black pudding.
Right.
What a fucking stupid thing to die from.
Yeah.
Also, you should not die from something that doesn't have a fucking brain.
I had nightmares for months. Not that we were going to die, but we were going to die at the behest of something that doesn't have a brain. Like, how embarrassing.
I couldn't think of a worse way to die.
No, seriously.
Also, if you can just casually sidestep the thing trying to attack you,
right.
It's like a shambling zombie, right? They only move a few feet at a time. Just get out of the fucking way, man.
Right.
Ugh, God. What else?
I mean, it's like dying from a chandelier when you cut it and it fell on you.
When it's very clear.
It's entirely like, oh, I see this is what's going to happen if I cut the chandelier rope.
Right.
I cut the chandelier and I got crushed by an 80-pound iron chandelier. Like, at that point, I'm not even sure who feels bad.
I don't think we should feel bad for those types. Honestly, like, you made that bed. You get to lie in the mausoleum.
You did the thing.
Now.
Like, you...
Like, that's not even someone we could bring back, too. He was just gone.
Right.
He was gone remarkably
Well, we were
fast,
young, so there was no chance we were bringing him back anyway.
No. I don't think we had many healing potions at that time, right?
We didn't. We were brand new. But, I mean, can you imagine? Like, I've got to have a quick convo with Gond. Be like, I need to bring back a guy that walked into an ooze.
He's gonna be like, really, dude?
Really? Is this somebody you need to bring back? Really?
I guess there's a certain level of natural selection.
We need this person? Really? Was he holding something important, or did you... This person?
Does he know the code word?
Exactly.
No, let's just let that one lie.
Right. Are you sure? You might be better off without...
Oh, yeah, I got one more of these stupid stories, and we'll go get our drinks. All right? And you'll appreciate this one. So my knee hurts every time it's going to get ready to rain, right? And so this didn't kill us, but it was totally something that we could have died from, and we were really, really stupid for doing.
Yeah. So I guess, and I remember this story as well. I guess just so people know, like, accidents happen, but
especially when you're drunk.
Especially when you're drunk.
Right. And we were very.
We're not above an accident.
Nope. We were being very stupid in the woods. It'd been a long trip, right? And we were tired, and we had some ale, and just got a little out of hand. And Well, do you think young adventurers know what an owlbear is? Have we described an owlbear?
I don't know if I want to say we have.
I mean, like, the fucking description is kind of in the name.
No, because we had a question about bathing your owlbear.
Right, yes. So, just real quick, owlbear is a big, giant, tall animal, dangerous as hell, big paws, face with a beak like a bear, mean as shit. Really fucking cool looking, right?
Yeah.
They're amazing animals, amazing creatures. Also, they will eat your face without... And you know, the crazy thing about owlbears, they don't, like, kill you first. They just hold you down and start munching.
Yeah.
They don't care. And they eat you like stomach and good stuff first, right?
There are animals that have like weird attack protocols.
Right.
The owlbear attack protocol is weird.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just going to start munching on you.
This guy has a really super duper yummy spot between his stomach and his esophagus. I'm going there first.
Yeah, yum yums. So, set the scene, right?
Yeah.
It's a little past sunset. Swan and I are face singing songs badly, I may add.
Yeah.
Paco,
In a woods we're not familiar with.
Paco was
Singing
very
loudly.
annoyed.
Yeah.
And he had left, which probably is why the owlbear was allowed to, able to sneak up on us.
Probably, yeah.
Thud
Checks
was
out.
drunk and snoring. I don't know where... I don't think we had the druid at that time, because this is, again, very, very young.
Right.
The bear wanders in and starts eating out of Thud and Paco's packs. Their trail rations and all of their delicious food that they had.
Right.
So instead of doing anything about that, I started poking the owlbear with a stick, and Swan was laughing. And then the owlbear turned around and bit me so hard in the knee that I couldn't walk straight for like a week.
That's
it
right.
took forever for you to heal that.
Yes. It's another one where I'm not even sure that Gond was like,
yeah,
maybe I'm not going to fix this one to teach you a
I
lesson.
kind of deserved it, though,
Yeah.
right? And so they do this, like, thrashing thing with their face when they bite you, and I smashed into Swanee so hard that the next thing I remember was you calling me an idiot and Thud slaying the owlbear, because I was out.
Right.
You were wearing armor at the time, and if you've ever had your head smash onto another man's armor, it's just fucking not fun at all.
Not fun. It
So,
wasn't fun for me. I'm sure it was less fun for you.
So, yeah, owlbear, don't poke the owlbear.
Don't poke the owlbear.
Oh my god, I still can't believe I did that. Now it's just like that may be why Gon didn't heal me right away, because I needed to learn a lesson from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so stupid ways to die in a dungeon. Let's just cover that, right?
Yeah.
Gelatinous cubes.
I'm quite certain this is not going to be the last time we talk about this, because there's a lot of stupid ways to die in a dungeon.
Yeah, stupid ways to die in the wilderness.
But yeah, if you get killed by something that moves slower than you can walk and doesn't have a brain,
yeah, just keep going.
Leave that one there. Don't bring that one back unless they have information you need.
You absolutely need, right? Like, for sure, we cannot be the only ones to think about this. Like, this has got to have happened. We need to talk about this with other adventuring parties. Like, hey, have you ever had a friend die from an ooze?
Yeah.
Or a fucking pudding?
Right.
Or a jelly?
What was the dumbest way? Send us a bird. What was the dumbest way one of your adventuring party died?
I love this. Yes, please, young
Let's
adventurers.
catalog the stupid ways to die.
Yeah, right.
You know what? Volo should get on this.
Oh, that pretentious asshole.
Right.
He won't write anything interesting.
Right.
He'll be like,
bring it down to our level, Volo. We'll walk into a cube.
Here's my guide of
Don't
monsters
poke an owlbear.
that I've already written and everyone knows everything about.
Right.
Ugh. Here's my guide to Waterdeep, but it's not really that good, and all of this is outdated.
Yeah. You're not even a halfling. Who cares what you think about?
Yeah, why? Unless he's getting his information from a halfling. I don't care what you have to say.
I mean, if it was ghostwritten by a halfling, all right, I've got more interest.
I read it. I'm just saying I would keep it on my shelf, like that's where all the good ales are.
Right.
All right, so we should go freshen up our drinks. Every young adventurers, please do what Swanee said and send us your birds about the dumbest ways people have died in a dungeon, or an adventuring party. The people, what is the dumbest way someone has died in your adventuring party? Not the coolest, because we have a lot of those stories too. A lot of sacrifices. You have brought several of our adventuring friends back from death because they made some great sacrifice. And
Right.
I don't even think you broke a sweat a few times doing that.
What we don't want are stories in which somebody should get a statue.
No.
Right.
No, this is anti-statue.
This
behavior.
is like this is one where we have to lie to their next of kin.
Yes. I don't want to actually tell their mom the story.
Right.
We'll make some shit up on the way. Idiot. All right, so send us your birds. Swanee, let's go get some drinks, and
All right.
we'll be right back, everyone. All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and things of the realms, and all of you people in between. We love you all. Hi, I hope you're having a much better week than me and Swanee had.
Yeah.
So
I was a little close there.
I do want to remind everyone, please send us your questions or your comments or all your nonsense to @Oliver Redboots, @S Maulsmith, or to @Rod and Flagon, and we'll get through this stack of questions that's sitting next to Swanee.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Eventually, we actually have to have a show where we just tackle that.
I mean, I guess.
Well, like some of those might be important. Like, I hope there's no one like expecting an immediate answer. Like they're trapped in an Asarak, tomb of where death is imminent, and they decided to send us a bird that we could help them out. And now, I guess they would end up on the dumb people that died in a dungeon show.
If your plan is to survive, if you're under attack, is to send us a bird
that we may or may not get.
May or not be your best plan.
Yeah, you might want to rethink that. Go workshop it.
We're really your best option here is for your bird to travel like a week to get to us.
Yeah, especially like if it's like a dungeon that's in like Chult, something like that.
Yeah, seriously. Hey guys, stuck in Chult, 2 days food. See what you can do. What can we do? Nothing.
We can give you thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
I guess.
thoughts and prayers, everybody.
Nothing. That's the equivalent of doing nothing. All right. So, where were we? Dumb ways to die.
Dumb ways
Can't
to
wait
die.
to read those. Right? Do we have any questions today? Or
Yeah, we got some. We got a couple things.
Oh, real quick before we get started.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I saw that Vincent was on his way to meet with Lucy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
We want to start about that. We start there. Yeah, start there.
So we did have Vincent over and had you over, and we talked a little bit about the situation with Dr. Zed.
All right, so let's backfill everyone who, in case they haven't noticed. So real quick, a friend of ours, Dr. Zed, has been trapped in basically every dimension or something.
He was turned into
pure energy of some type.
Yeah.
We don't really understand it because this magic is wild and crazy.
This is way above my magical pay grade.
Right, so we had Lucy and Vincent kind of brainstorm exactly what they would do about it, and they came up with, I'll let you explain it because I kind of tuned out.
Well, I'm not even. Well, they're working on a plan.
Right.
So this is some combination magic, and it's not really clearly not our forte.
No. I mean, like my magic is inherent, yours is godly given, and they're the studious lot.
Right. So they went. They're digging into it. I guess that's the best way. But they know of at least a couple of spell components they're going to need. Probably not the easiest things to come by. They're still working out some of the other details. So stay tuned. I guess that's the
right. So the message here is we're working on that.
We're working on it.
Not only are we work, well, let's just be honest, we're not working on it anymore.
We found smart people to work on it.
We looked up two of our smartest friends
Yes.
and loved ones, and we were like, we're stupid, please help us with that.
Yes.
Because that's what you should do. If you don't know the answer to a question, don't just try to fucking guess and just,
Right.
or just read some shit you saw on a message board.
Right.
Actually, find some smart people and see what they think about it.
Here, find a person that's actually what we call an expert.
Right.
And then listen what that person has to say.
Yep. And then you should do that shit.
Don't wander down the street until you found some loudmouth jackass and be like, this guy knows what's going
this
on.
guy's making a lot
Here's
of
what you need to
sense.
do. You need to rub some dirt on your face, right?
Nope.
And then on your left foot, and then jump up and down for 20 minutes
Right.
and you're done.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's not going to work.
You need to put turnips in your pants, man. No,
Yeah,
don't do that.
exactly.
Don't listen to the turnip.
I'm going to put some potatoes in my shoes.
So
no.
we found some legitimate experts in magical things, that these kind of things that they've sorted shit out that's way more complicated than this. I feel
Yes.
like this would be pretty easy for them. And so we put their collective heads into that, and they're going to do the research, and they're going to get back to us. I can't believe. So why are they doing this for us? They're doing it for us because it's fucking cool to them.
Yeah.
Right. The research in and of itself is their reward.
Right.
We told them about it, and they were like, "Holy shit, that's amazing."
Right.
And me and you were like, "Yeah,
Yes.
that's exactly why
We agree.
talk to you." Right.
How
So-
would you tackle this?
And then we sat around pretending that we knew what they were talking about for a few seconds.
Right. I had a little pencil. I was writing on my hand.
I started playing with Stormy's Golem halfway through.
Right.
Right. So there's a plan in motion. I guess that we should say, and I think it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about it, but I think it's a good one. Listen to me like an ass. I think it will be a good one, is what I meant to say. Forgive me. All right. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, all right, back to questions. Young adventurers.
So there's that. I did want to shout out to, there was no birds, right? But a couple of people did stop me on the street. A couple of adventurers stopped me on the street this week. Give me a little shout out for the pauldron bread recipe.
Really?
Oh yeah.
They really like that.
They like it.
Wow.
I'm reclaiming my title as captain of Team Pauldron Bread.
No, dude, I just wish you would never have told me where it came from.
Pauldron Bread for life, baby.
It's not that it's not, it was, God, I hate admitting this. Yes, I love the fucking pauldron bread, but I didn't know it was pauldron bread at the time. I just thought you were making, like, road bread.
Okay.
And I should have known something was wrong when it was sourdough, and I never saw you travel with a starter.
Right.
I should have known.
Well,
I should have been paying more attention.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Young Adventurers are having it, and good on you for being the pauldron bread guy, I guess.
Yes.
Whatever.
Hooray.
Hey, one more while we're at it. I did get a note from a knight friend of ours, and he suggested for the WDCC, their mascot.
Oh, the mascot, yeah.
Right, it'd be the Wyverns.
Oh, that is
Yeah, it's so f***ing obvious.
so
right?
obvious. What a great name.
It was stupid that we didn't think
I
of
know.
it. So shout out to our good friend Knight, who came up with the easiest and obvious, but also the best title for it. So I think we should float that to the school, and if that's not their new mascot name, what the hell are we doing?
Right.
Why would they even ask for our help?
And for people that aren't from Waterdeep,
right. So the Wyverns, the Guard have these famous Wyvern riders that keep the peace, whatnot, and keep evil creatures from attacking Waterdeep, and
right.
The Colossus's help and all that stuff. But the Wyvern riders are very famous around here, and I'm just embarrassed that we didn't think about that. Sometimes the answer is right in front of your face and you don't see it, and it takes a friend of yours and is smarter than us to point it out. So, bravo, thank you, sir.
Have smart friends, have clever friends.
Yep, and the Wyverns, I think we should definitely float that to the school. And that's an obvious thing.
Yep.
All right, so what else we got?
A couple questions. You want to get some questions?
Yeah, let's do it, please.
All right.
Because we're never going to do this pile.
First question is for you.
Me?
For you.
Like a sorcerer question. I cannot wait. I love sorcerer questions.
Dear Boots, love the show. We were wondering why, because you're a very powerful sorcerer.
Yeah, no doubt in that.
Have you ever been propositioned by a god to become a warlock?
So not a god.
Okay.
I was propositioned by a devil to be kind of like a right-hand man.
Okay.
Or like a thing, right? But it wasn't like a... So everybody knows that there are 9 levels to hell,
yes.
right? Like, some levels are cooler than other levels.
Right.
Avernus is where there's the battlefields, right? There's an ice level, right? That's where Mephistopheles...
Right.
It's like at Bell. So there's like a fat slug guy named Geryon.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, hey, Boots. I mean, he didn't sound it like that, right?
Hey, Boots.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, hey, would you want to come into hell and help me sit? I was like, no, dude. No. And this was shortly before we stopped adventuring and we solved that huge problem. But I've never been propositioned by a god, but a devil has approached me serve him or whatever, right? I don't know what then.
Yeah, take me through your thought process there.
Dude, I just couldn't come back and tell you about it. The minute you found out I'm serving a devil in hell, I feel like I would never hear the end of that until I stopped.
Oh, no, we'd have an issue.
Right, yeah, we'd have a conversation, there'd be some finger pointing and you'd get that angry.
We'd have to go to mediation.
Right, yeah, it's not fun.
Talk therapy. No, it's...
So,
yeah.
No. And
that's a button for me, sure.
And I don't know if you know this or not, but if you tell a devil, especially a devil of the higher value, right?
Yeah.
They do not take rejection well.
Shocking.
Yeah, so I had to deal with that for a while. That's a whole thing, right? And a few of the later travels when you were settling down with Lucy,
right.
I had a few run-ins with a pit fiend, right? He kept trying to come and kill me, and kept trying
because of the.
Yes, because
okay.
I did not want to be involved with the devil's life, and they're terrible creatures. They're really hard to kill, and it took me a long time to deal with that. And
did you consider it?
Of course not.
Okay.
Briefly.
All right.
A little bit. It's a lot of power. But
what kind of power? I'm curious. I'm not interested. I'm curious. What was on the table?
A lot of gathering souls for untold riches and powerful political appointments and things like that. But first, I would have had to move to Baldur's Gate, and you know how I feel about that place, right? Not even
really not Daggerford.
Oh, Daggerford's a dumb. But Daggerford and Baldur's Gate. Okay, I hate Daggerford more, but Baldur's Gate's not that nice. It's just not. It's not Waterdeep, right? As you know,
right.
I'd rather not. I don't even want to be in charge in Baldur's Gate. It's kind of a shithole. Sorry, all of you Baldur's Gate people.
It's just not us.
That's
it's just not us.
No bodegas, no corner stores, But yeah, that was the promise. Bring him.
Hey, you want to come on board and be our errand boy? That's not hard. It's an easy pass.
I think it was a bit more. Wow. I guess boiled down to its actual essence, it's just errand boy. But it was top errand boy, I guess.
Oh.
I would be the dude in the realms, especially around Baldur's Gate. That I wonder if he actually found someone for that now. It's a good thing I'm retired.
Interesting.
Maybe we should.
We should see what.
You know what? I might send Minx a bird. He's still down in Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if you figure out who it is.
Yeah, see if well, maybe I won't send it to him. He's kind of dense. But like, there's we have some other adventuring friends in Baldur's Gate that I should probably ask if there's a
who's the head honcho for this guy and in Baldur's Gate. What's he up to?
Like Khalid is down there too. I think. No, he's kind of a coward. But like, I have some friends in Baldur's Gate, but I'll send them a bird and see what's going on down there.
All right.
So no and kind of yes.
Okay. So there's your answer. No and kind of yes.
Yeah, not proud of it. Like, because I'm kind of disappointed. Like, well, I guess, would that make me a warlock? I don't know. What if a god approaches you, don't you just become a cleric or a paladin?
No.
It's not necessarily like that?
Nope.
So gods can have warlocks too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Like, what kind
it's
of
just
god?
a different sort of relationship.
Like, I guess Mystra, right? She's magicians, right? And wizards and sorcerers. I don't know if sorcerers fall under Mystra. They probably do. You feel like I should know that. One of us should definitely know that.
A little bit, yeah.
Lucy probably does. All right. Anyway, enough rambling on about that. Yeah, I have been approached, but not by an actual god, just by an asshole. I did hear another... I know we should be answering questions. I'm sorry, but I just have to segue into things that are happening around Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the Castellantis?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So last week we did mention when our friend Ballsy Bobs... What the hell is his name again? Our cult friend?
Balthazar?
Yeah, Salty Balls.
So okay.
I know we mentioned a few times.
I don't see him, by the way. I haven't seen him at the Yawning Portal since.
He's right over there. He's disguised as a halfling. You don't see him? Look at him. Like, it doesn't make any sense. He's wearing shoes.
He's wearing
Disguised
lifts?
as a halfling.
He's wearing lifts?
What's that?
He's wearing lifts?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a halfling actually wear shoes?
Yeah, I don't.
It's fucking like we can clearly see him. He hasn't had a drink. And he's been here as long as we have.
Yes.
Hasn't stopped staring at the well.
Right. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb if you're a halfling and you're not drinking.
Right. No shit. I'm not singing a song every now and then. Right. So anyway, Salty Balls, we brought it up when he was on the show. It was about the Masked Lords.
The Masked Lords.
So some people don't know, Masked Lords are kind of like the de facto leaders of Waterdeep. They report to the Open Lord of Waterdeep. And, the rest of them are masked to kind of protect their identity. But it's one of those things that everybody fucking knows who everybody is, right?
Yeah, it's a ruling group of people, and they supposedly conduct their affairs in secret, wearing masks and hoods.
Right. But we all kind of know
We all kind of know.
So
particularly if you have an overpowering, distinct cologne. Right? I mean, come on.
You think that's one of the dead giveaways?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird that this Masked Lord smells like Mert.
And why does Mert always smell like a combination of bacon grease and rose petals?
Yeah, who knows? But it is eau de Mert.
So word around the campfire, right, or the proverbial campfire, right, is that one of the Castellantis was selected as a masked lord. And you'll never guess who it is. It's not Victoro, the so-called patriarch of the family.
No,
it's
it would be
his
too
wife,
on the nose.
Amelia.
No.
Right, yeah, And I guess, just briefly...
My money was on the son.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't think he's old enough yet, is he?
All right. I mean, when you're talking that kind of influence and that kind of money, the rules don't usually apply.
Well, I think that's one of the problems I have with all these people is that the rules don't seem to necessarily apply to them.
Well,
because like they're clearly up to something nefarious in their home, right?
Yeah,
we
sure.
talked about that at I don't even know how many times we've talked about that. But this is the family that thinks that they can just get away with these egregious acts of evil and then pay no fucking
consequence-free.
No, right? They can contract a lot of work, and instead of paying the contractors, just ignore them until they go away, and then we have to take them to Waterdeep courts and try to have the judicial system help us out. And it's cheaper for them to just pay the magistrates to just keep the court going on until I give up.
Right.
That's usually happens. They're just terrible, terrible people.
Yes.
Who are now also in charge of some shit. It's kind of scary, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody would be thrilled by this news, to be honest with you. I can't figure out what the angle is. I mean, obviously there's power in the being a masked lord, but they were not paying attention to it, I don't think, for a long time.
I don't think they were either.
And then suddenly they're, yeah.
Where are they getting all the money to lend to people now? That's what I want to know. Maybe, what we should do? We should contract some adventurers.
Okay, I'm listening.
We've never been, in our adventuring life, we've never been quest givers.
Okay.
Right? We've always been the quest getter.
All right.
Maybe we should transition in our old age to quest giver.
Okay.
Right? The people come into the Yawning Portal and they want to find out, hey, Boots, hey, Swan, do you know of any cool rumors that we can go investigate and maybe any problems we can solve?
Okay.
Right? Maybe we should, level up, as they say. We should level up to quest givers.
All right.
And maybe we should find some adventurers who are willing to investigate the Castellanter's newfound fortune and political power.
What's in it for us exactly?
Oh, well, hell, man, I don't know. What was in it for all of our quest givers?
Well, money.
Well, yeah, I guess we should get some of that, too.
Okay, I'm just making sure you don't leave that part out.
Well, and also, if there's some, really terrible evil in Waterdeep, shouldn't we, want it not to be there anymore?
Yeah, I mean, that's on point for us, for sure.
I can't believe I just told that to you. Holy shit, man. Every now and then, the shoe's on the other foot. But, don't you think it'd be cool? We this way, we stay out of the game, but we're still kind of in it. Right, we are tangentially related to the adventuring lifestyle still.
All right.
So, okay, young adventurers, if you're in Waterdeep, or you can send us a bird and we can maybe give you an adventure to go on. And, we can give you you know what? I do have a few maps of old dungeons that I know are still not cleared out. I do have a few things that I'd like investigated in a few other places.
You're going to put up some
Baldur's Gate, right?
You're going to put up some of your own cash, some of your remaining cash to get people interested? Or are you just hey, here's a map, good luck?
I mean, maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Right? I feel like you have in good faith, right? You have to at least give them traveling expenses and kind of thing.
Little adventure capital to get going.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. There's a little startup fund.
Sure.
Right? Hey, this will get you going. And of course, we take 10, 15, 20%.
Something like that. Something
what all the
reasonable.
haul could be, right?
Right.
And unless it's just a good deed thing, like the Castellanter things. And I really think that might actually be a good deed.
Okay.
And I really can't find a fault with this because there's no way in hell that anybody would get mad at us for, stopping some weird, crazy, infernal plan in Waterdeep.
Well, except those involved in it.
Right. But, hey, man, to hell with you.
Okay.
Unless they have an actual structured reason to keep the current status quo, then they may. But, hey, I've always been an agent of chaos, my friend. That is
100% on brand. Yep.
So, let's just give this a shot for, a little bit. Let's give out a few quests to a few adventuring parties and see how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, so if you're in town.
Right.
And you want a quest.
Come on over to the
Come on over. And we'll size you up and see if we have something that sort of fits your capability set.
Right. I love this. See, this way we're out of the game now. We don't have to go on any wackadoo adventures anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
All right, let's do one question because, hey, by the way, every time we look over at Durnan while we're doing this, he sort of gives us a side eye. You've made mention of this.
Right.
Right. It's not because you're periodically blue. It's not because you're periodically 10 feet tall, but I did figure out why it is.
Why is that?
Apparently, Durnan threatens the wrong word. Let's just say he's let it be known that we need to not be disturbed while we do our little show here.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So he's kind of looking out for us?
Well,
in a weird way.
He
just doesn't want us to be. He probably just wants it over as fast as possible.
Exactly.
If we're accosted the entire time while we're trying to do this, then all right. I mean, if that's a matter of convenience, then hey, Durnan, hey, thanks, big guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to look over at him because I know he doesn't dislike me in so much as he dislikes anyone.
Right.
You're
part of anyone.
Yeah, he doesn't really like anybody that's not related to him.
Right.
Except for a few people, right?
Right.
That's all right. Hey, thanks, Durnan. Right on. It's probably good, right? The sooner we stop doing this and shut the f*** up is when we spend the most money drinking.
Exactly.
All right. So one more, and then I think that's enough.
Quick question, because we should want to keep this brief for Durnan, I guess.
All right.
I'm thinking about retiring. I'm worried that I'm going to get fat after I retire. What do you guys do now that you're retired to stay in shape?
Dude, I radiate pure magical energy constantly. I don't know if you know this or not, but it burns a shitload of calories.
Exactly. You can be warm. You can just stay warm in the cold.
Right.
Standing next to Boots.
Do anything.
Right.
I eat constantly. I drink as much booze as I can get in my stupid face.
Yes. Being a sorcerer is like a furnace.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's kind of nice, right? Not having to worry about. And how long have I been alive now? It's 100 and 120, 130. I'm not even sure how long I've been alive now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a thing that we do.
Right.
I don't know. And dude, you work in a fucking forge all day.
I smash things.
Constantly. In a place that's probably
right
hotter than hell.
Right.
All day.
I mean, I'm a little more girthy. I'm not gonna lie, because we're not walking.
Yeah, we're not walking
30 miles a day.
30 miles a day.
But yeah, I'd still.
Also, you're around young, mostly strapping lads and lasses and other things all day.
Yeah.
You can't be, and you're the guy that's telling them what to do. You can't be you can't lose.
They don't want to listen
edge.
to a slovenly dad bod guy.
But
I'm gonna show you how to do. No.
You gotta kind of stay, a little in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot as hell, and you swing a hammer. So we're just lucky.
Yeah, I guess. We do know.
Oh.
And Thud's in shape, but I mean, he's definitely...
Is he?
Well...
He was just one of those lads that was... He never picked up anything heavy routinely. He was just big.
Right. But I mean, like, compared to... You know who I'm talking about, too.
Yeah.
Compared to some of the other retired adventurers around.
Let's not call them out. I mean...
No, I'm not calling specifics, but like... Dang.
Normally, I don't know why I said that. Normally I would.
Right.
But yeah, we do know some friends who've kind of,
Let's just say you may have retired on the same street as a bakery.
Yeah.
Take advantage of that.
Right. And like, or they married someone who owns the bakery.
Yeah.
In this particular case, right?
Yep.
And now all they do is eat pastries.
Which is, was the dream.
Living the dream, no doubt. But like at a certain point,
it's unfortunately going to be a short-lived dream in this trajectory.
It's like, don't you want to like enjoy retirement, my friend? Like now you just you have no energy to even walk.
Right.
But hey, whatever makes anybody happy.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that not everybody's in shape as the other person's in shape or whatever. But like for us it was easy. For others it might not be so easy.
Yeah.
Like, you might have to find a new hobby. Like go row a boat in the water.
Go row a boat.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Pickleball, something.
Yeah, something, right? Go find a new sport and play it.
Right.
Or do what Thud does every now and then. Go in the gladiator games.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Well, unless
if you're a retired adventurer, you have to at least have some skill to not get killed immediately.
But, okay. You still can get killed. I guess that's the point.
I know, but
did you really want to retire to Waterdeep in order to enter the tournament and then die as a retiree?
But they normally bring those people back, right? Don't they have the priests that normally just like zap those people right back into...
Yeah.
I mean, I know every now and then it doesn't work.
It doesn't work, and then... But, I mean, even you're sore for, like, a lot longer.
Right, yeah. And then, like, every now and then there's an accidental beheading, which is a thing I never thought I would say out loud.
Yeah.
But it does happen.
Yep.
Right, and there's no, hey, thanks for coming out for that one.
Right.
Or, like, the wizard duels, every now and then it gets a little out of control, and someone would, like, disintegrate someone else, right? I've seen that.
Yep.
There's no coming back from that one. So, I wonder if there's a magical means to, like, other than, like, disguising yourself using magic. Is there another way to, like, kind of skip the old, heart rate workouts, that kind of thing? Is there, like, a magical means to make yourself constantly looking good, and however you define that?
I don't know. I imagine you would know.
I did, but I just never needed to. And, like,
Fair.
if I can disguise self pretty much at will, so
Right.
I'm not really worried about that. So that's really all we do is just exist.
High-intensity magical training, some kind, yeah.
Yeah. Become a sorcerer. That's really the answer to a lot of the world's problems.
Yeah, be born with a particular disposition, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, just be able to conjure magical energies from inside you.
Or take your anger out on metal is another option.
Both of those things are suited for us, but I don't know if they're suited for everybody. But all right. So I think we've yammered on for enough this week.
Yeah,
because Darnan's giving us a side eye, and I can't tell if it's because he doesn't want anybody to bother us. Look, hey, maybe we should go. Let's go buy ballsy balls to drink, and just mess with
I need
them
this
a
week
bit.
to be done.
Yeah,
I need this stupid week to be done.
It was a terrible week, but we'll see everybody next week. And until then, please send your birds to @Smalsmith. That's my man over there, Swanee, or to me @Oliver Redboots, or to here. And apparently, Dernan's our friend now and helping us out with the show. And @Rod and Flagon, and we'll get them here in the Yawning Portal. And until next week, please be kind to everybody.
Take care, everybody.